And we continue to follow some developing news. It is game over this fall for tackle football. The CIAC says it's just too risky. Channel 3 Eyewitness News reporter Mark Robbins has been on the story all day. He's live from Platt High School in Meriden. And Mark, this was a tough decision. We watched them go back and forth, I guess.
Oh, they've been going back and forth for weeks. Very, very disappointing decision for so many people. Very unpopular throughout the state. We've seen the rallies over the weeks, the encouragement by the public to have the CIAC vote and keep football in the fall. But again, just too risky, although it does leave some options open for maybe spring football or 7-on-7 passing league this time. But it is not going to be tackle football in the fall, although it still doesn't mean they won't practice like they did today. Yes, a pre-Labor Day holiday practice went on as scheduled. Head coach Jason Bruin is extremely disappointed in today's news, but he's not giving up hope, and he's certainly not halting practice.
I'm going to go after it. I get after it when I coach. I don't have any other way.
Many of the Platt players feel the same way. They've been hyped and hopeful all week since they've been able to put on the pads, but this morning, wham, they get tackled for a huge loss.
I think it was a full week of us just training and actually believing that was going to happen. And then this morning, just going through the school day and just being devastated.
I woke up thinking I'm going to come to another great practice with my boys, and they just took it all away. We're still out here. We're hopeful, but it was pretty bad here in the news.
The ruling by the CIAC comes after the Department of Public Health issued a continue warning. The risk of playing football and spreading the COVID-19 virus is too great. The CIAC doesn't completely agree, but feels bound to follow the recommendations.
It's an impossible situation to put our school districts in, to make a decision that would be counter to something that a state agency that they've relied on so heavily to bring kids back into their planning purposes with school.
Yet they are still out there, their desire right now outweighing their despair. Many on the field believe the decision makers don't understand the culture. Players believe the risk is minimal and the reward is great. It's not just a bunch of guys playing a game with their buddies.
It's a life we live, and we come here every day. We work, we work hard, and you're just going to say, all right, let's not do it anymore.
DPH has now opened a can of chaos on some schools. The one thing that these guys will follow and listen is their football coach, because they know that there's going to be some ramifications when they do naughty things in the school.
Now, real quickly, volleyball was also lumped in with football as far as the DPH is concerned. But now the CIAC says indoor girls volleyball can go on as long as the protocol for COVID-19 is followed. And there is a rally and a petition online. Over 13,000 people have signed it so far. You can find a link to that petition, and get involved with that to bring football back for this fall on the Channel 3 app and the website. Reporting live in Meriden, Mark Robbins, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
Yeah, change.org petition there. Definitely more than 13,000 signatures now. Thank you, Mark. It is time to vote here as well. Do you think the CIAC made the right decision canceling high school football games? No, let them play, or yes, it's too risky. You can head to the WFSB.com/vote now and weigh in. Right now, we've got 50-50. We'll keep an eye on those numbers for you and update you throughout the broadcast.